My ride to the airport's here. Okay, kids, I'm off, Mom said. I'll be back in a week, around lunchtime Sunday. Until then, Amy, you're in charge. Lucas, you do as Amy says. Split up the chores however you want, just get them done. There's enough in the fridge and freezer to last you, as long as you don't eat all the pizzas at one sitting. You can have a friend or two over, but no parties. I love you. She gave each of us a goodbye kiss, picked up her suitcase and was out the door. Amy and I were jealous of Mom, with good reason. She was flying to Florida to spend a week at a beach house having fun with her two sisters. We were staying here at home in Ohio, where snow was expected. It was midwinter break, so at least we didn't have to go to school. Amy was 16, 3 years older than me, and had just gotten her probationary driver's license, so she could drive Mom's car if there was somewhere we needed to go. The flakes started falling a few minutes after she left. It's cold in here, I said. Can we turn up the heat? No, Amy said. Mom wants us to make the heating oil last through the end of the month. Put on more clothes. I'm already wearing a t-shirt, a sweater, and my jacket. My legs are cold. Wear your pajamas under your jeans. I tried. They don't really fit. Amy gave me a look. I'll lend you some pantyhose. What? No way. Why not? They're really thin and really warm. They'll fit fine under your jeans. In fact, they'll probably make them more comfortable. Some male athletes wear them under tight-fitting uniforms. No one's going to see you in them. No one's coming by. Look, it's starting to snow harder. Well, okay. I'll try the pantyhose. Yay. Good for you. Get undressed. What, all the way? Yes. Before I lend you a pair of pantyhose, you need to take a bath. Why? Because you're a stinky boy, and you need to shave your legs. I don't want to shave my legs. You have to. Pantyhose are uncomfortable on hairy legs, and I don't want any male hair in mine. She knew more about pantyhose than I did. Oh, all right. Yay. I'll run your bath. Wrap a towel around yourself. I climbed into a tub full of scented bubbles that preserved my modesty when she entered the room, armed with a pink razor. Lift your leg out of the water, she said. She shaved it quickly without nicking anything, did the same to my other leg, and left the room, saying that I should rub moisturizer into my freshly shaved legs. I did, and it made them feel great. I went back to my room and found Amy laying out clothing on my bed. Pantyhose, a pair of her panties, and a camisole. What's all this? I said. I was just thinking about a more comfortable inner layer for you, she said. It's warmer to wear lots of thin layers rather than one or two heavy ones. My clothes are thinner than yours, and they're softer and feel nicer against your skin. I couldn't deny that, but... Don't be silly, Lucas. There's no one to see you. There's you. I'm just trying to warm you up. She looked the other way as I put on the panties and pulled on the camisole. Both had narrow lace trim, but weren't super frilly. I picked up the pantyhose. Help, I said. Amy showed me how to gather each leg, insert my toe, draw the hose up my legs and over the panties. I was surprised how good the hose felt on my hairless legs. She was right about shaving them. You look nice, she said. Now put on your jeans, t-shirt and sweater. I bet you won't need your jacket. She was right again. I was embarrassed to be wearing women's undies, but they weren't visible, and after a few minutes I was comfortable with the softer, slinkier feel under my male clothing. The feel of the camisole straps over my shoulder was kind of strange, especially when a strap slid off my shoulder and I had to reach into my shirt to pull it back up, a gesture I'd often seen girls make. It was still snowing heavily outside, with an inch or two already on the ground. The sun had set, and the wind was picking up. Mom's probably in Florida by now, Amy said. She'll be changing into a sundress, while we're back here piling on extra clothes to be warm. I'm hungry. Let's make dinner. Dinner that first night was a fresh uncooked pizza in the refrigerator. Why don't you do the cooking, Amy said. Pizza can be messy. Let's get you in an apron. I don't need an apron. I said. I'm already wearing enough of your stuff. The apron isn't mine, it's just kitchen gear for whoever's doing the cooking. Either sex can wear it. She opened a drawer and pulled out a white cotton pinafore apron with ruffles on the straps, bib and skirt. That is totally a woman's apron. I said. It'll protect your clothes. No one will see you but me, and I think you'll look cute. She threaded it over my arms and tied the straps behind me in a bow. There. You're the chef tonight. I preheated the oven, cooked the pizza, sliced it and got out 2 plates. Dinner is served, madam, I announced. We gobbled the pizza and watched an old Christmas movie I'd never seen, Love Actually. It was good, but weird. Nobody in the movie had a cell phone. People couldn't message each other. To talk to each other, they had to find a mechanical telephone or meet face to face. Hard to imagine. By 9 I was yawning. I usually slept in just my underpants, but that night Amy offered me an extra layer, a long cotton nightgown. It's going to be cold. Put another blanket on your bed, too. She added a pair of white satin slippers. Can't we just run the heater a little longer? Not with the price of heating oil these days. Rinse out the panties, camisole and pantyhose you wore today and hang them up in the bathroom to dry. You'll want to wear them again tomorrow. It won't be any warmer. The house was chilly that night. I was glad of the extra blanket and, truth to tell, of my borrowed nightgown. In the morning, I put on the undies I'd rinsed out last night, the nightgown, and the slippers. Amy was already downstairs, wearing her fuzzy pajamas, bathrobe, and slippers. You look darling, she said. I feel silly, but at least I was warm in bed. I walked over to the window. There was a foot of snow on the ground. The plows were probably still busy trying to clear the main roads. On our street, no one was moving, and probably wouldn't for a while. We're snowed in, Amy said. We've got plenty of food, right? I said. Yes, we'll be fine. We just can't go anywhere or do anything outside. There's always video games, I said. She rolled her eyes. Don't you ever get tired of Team Fortress 2? We could watch a movie. What do you want to watch? The new Triassic Park? No. Not again, she said. Neither of us spoke for a few moments. I know something we could do, Amy said. What? We could play a game. What game? I call it Amy's game, she said. That doesn't sound like much of a game to me. That's because you've never played it. It's fun. How do you play it? You pretend to be me, and I pretend to be you. Pretend how? We're the same size. I'll wear your clothes and you wear mine. I don't want to wear your clothes. You're already wearing my clothes. My panties, my camisole, my pantyhose, my nightie, my slippers. Now that it's daytime, you should wear a dress, and I'll put on some of your clothes. No way. I'm not a girl. Lucas. Mom said you have to do what I tell you. We're going to play Amy's game. I'll dress like you first. She ran into my room and closed the door. I heard her opening drawers and the closet door. I stormed into my room and caught Amy getting undressed. She was wearing just her panties and bra and shrieked. I hastily withdrew and decided I'd better wait for her to come out. She emerged wearing my Bengals t-shirt, my plaid flannel shirt over that, my jeans, and my sneakers. She'd combed her hair into a center part so it hung limply down the sides of my head, like mine. She slumped her shoulders, rolled her eyes, and grunted, whatever. That's not what I look like. I'm like totally crushing on Katy Perry oldies even though she's like the same age as my mother. I am not. She ran her hands through her hair and was herself again. Okay, your turn. You have to be me. No, I don't. Why are you trying to make me dress like a girl? Look at what you've already got me to put on. Now you want me in a dress? I'll freeze in a dress. Okay. Okay, I'll help you. You won't freeze. Let's go to my room. I reluctantly followed her. You have to get undressed again, she said. I should make you take another bath, but I don't want to take the time. I stripped down to my undies. Let's get you some fresh lingerie. She pulled panties and a full slip out of one of her drawers and pantyhose out of another. She turned her back while I changed into them. The slip reached down to just above my knees instead of barely to my waist and, I must admit, felt nicer than the camisole. Must you look at me while I'm changing? I said. You're not showing anything I haven't seen before, she said. Besides, watching you put on my clothes is fun. What next? I know. I'll give you a choice. My junior bridesmaid dress from Tina's wedding in June, or my old school uniform. Which would you rather wear? Neither. Okay, Lisa, if you won't choose, I will. My junior bridesmaid dress. You'll love it. I still have the petticoat that goes with it. Don't call me Lisa. I'm Lucas. You're about to look a lot more like Lisa than Lucas. She dived into her closet and emerged with her junior bridesmaid dress. I gasped. I couldn't possibly wear this. It was a floor-length dress with a long-sleeved lace bodice, a delicate bow at the waistline, and a bouffant skirt of pink tulle with elaborate lace embroideries around the hem. She pulled the petticoat out of the closet, and it was as big again as the skirt of the dress. This dress would make anyone look like a princess. Feminine with a capital F. In this dress, you'll be Lisa, not Lucas, my sister said. No. I won't wear it. Do you want me to text Mom, while she's supposed to be having fun with her sisters, and tell her you're being disobedient? Oh, ugh. If Mom asked what was going on, she'd find out that I was already wearing Amy's underwear and was just arguing about which dress to wear on top of it. No. Don't text Mom. Good. Then you just do as I say. Step into this petticoat. She pulled it up to my waist and adjusted it. Now, the dress. Hold up your arms. She lowered it over me, pulled it down, zipped it up and back, and fluffed the skirt over the petticoat. You need hair. She got a brown wig out of a box, slipped it over my short hair, and gave it a quick brushing. One more thing. She grabbed a pink lipstick from her vanity, ran it over my lips, and stepped back to inspect me. Oh my God! Lisa, look at yourself. My name's not. My voice trailed away as I beheld myself in the mirror. I caught my breath. I was a girl. The wig and lipstick made all the difference. You look like a Lisa to me, Amy said. The prettiest junior bridesmaid ever. I shuddered. Can I get undressed now? No. I love how you look. Please wear the dress for me today. Tell you what, as soon as the snow is cleared, let's go shopping and get you some of your own clothes, so you don't have to borrow mine. Girls' clothes? Yes. Mom will be away all week. You can't wear the same dress and underwear all week. All week? This isn't just for today? At first I thought that, but now that I see how beautiful you are, I'm going to keep you in dresses all week. No. I'll tell Mom when she gets back, and you'll get in trouble. I don't think so. When she sees you, she'll probably agree that you're too pretty to be a boy. No, she won't. She'll send you back to school as Lisa in a girl's uniform, Amy said. I wonder what your classmates will think. The girls will start inviting you to sleepovers, and the boys will start trying to kiss you. Aw, no. If you don't want to go shopping with me, you'll wear that dress again tomorrow, and I'll take you to visit your dear friend Adam. I imagine he'll find you very pretty. Adam was 6 inches taller than me, 50 pounds heavier, and extremely macho. Adam's not my friend. He picks on me and calls me a little squirt. When you meet Adam in your pretty dress, I want you to curtsy to him. Can you curtsy? She did a curtsy in my clothes, holding out a pretend skirt. No. Boys don't curtsy. Lisa, she shouted. I'm ordering you to do what I tell you. Like Mom said. Curtsy. Her anger scared me. I put one foot behind the other, lifted the sides of my skirt, bent my knees, and straightened up. She was instantly all smiles. Good girl. Don't grab your skirt with your whole hand, just your thumb and first finger. Spread out your other fingers, like this. I copied her and did another curtsy. I felt foolish making the feminine gesture, but I didn't want Amy shouting at me. Very nice. Now, would you rather trade kisses with Adam or go shopping? No one will know you at the mall. Shopping, I guess. No, I want to hear you say it. Please take me shopping for girls' clothes of my own, Amy. Say it. Shit. I'd already given in. It was too late to fight her now. Please take me shopping for girls' clothes of my own, Amy. Why, of course I will, Lisa. Today you can practice being a girl. Tomorrow, the roads should be clear, and I'll drive us to the mall. Let's start with a proper bath, to make you smell nice. I had to strip again while she ran a bath and added bubbles and lavender bath oil. While I was in the tub, she shaved the light, fine hair from my legs and armpits. I didn't have enough hair on my chest or cheeks to bother with. She patted me dry with one of her pink bath towels, wrapped it around my non-existent breasts, and wrapped another towel around my hair. You need to wear a bra along with my panties, pantyhose, and slip, she said. I don't want to wear a bra. I'm a boy. I don't need a bra. Girls your age wear bras, and you're a girl today, Lisa, so you have to wear a bra. I wore the bra. It was padded enough to form little bumps on my chest and made me feel more like a girl, which seemed to be Amy's goal. I was actually kind of glad to put on the slip, because it hid the panties and bra. Over the pantyhose, she had me wear white ankle socks with ruffled lace around the top. I was able to fit into her pair of black ballerina flats. Before she made me put on the petticoat and dress, she put makeup on me. You're too young for full makeup, but a touch of eyeshadow and pink lipstick will make you look nice. Then we'll do your fingernails in a matching color. After doing my face and nails, she brushed my hair back and covered it with a wig parted in the middle. Using a blow dryer and brush, she styled the wig in gentle waves, and used 2 pink butterfly clips to catch a lock on each side away from my face. I stepped into the petticoat, pulled it up, and raised my hands to let Amy slide the dress down over me. The sound of the zipper completed my transformation into Lisa almost. She squirted some perfume into the air and told me to walk through the mist. Now you smell as sweet as you look, she said. Do I smell ridiculous? Because that's how I look. Not at all. You look lovely. The makeup makes you look more mature. You could be a 14 or 15-year-old. You could be my bestie girlfriend instead of my nerdy little brother. This dress makes me look ridiculous, I said. Don't worry about it. We'll buy you a dress of your own at Frock Farm, and you can change into it there. If a salesgirl comes up to you, I'll do the talking. Thanks, I said. Say that again, but with a curtsy. Thanks, Amy, I said, remembering to use only my thumb and forefinger to lift my skirts. I caught the petticoat this time and lifted it along with my dress. Oh, Lisa! You're getting the hang of it. Now, let's work on some basics. Girls tend to keep their elbows close to their bodies. I'm going to tie this cord around you just above your elbows to teach you how it feels. We're also going to work on limp wrists. She spent the rest of the day training me in feminine movement and behavior. I was clumsy at times, notably when she replaced the flats with 2-inch heels, but on the whole, she seemed pleased with my progress. If she was pleased, so was I. Not because I wanted to become a girl named Lisa, but because I didn't want to be seen as a boy in skirts. If I could wear normal dresses and be convincing enough to pass in public, that would be less embarrassing than looking like a boy in a dress. A boy in a dress, or a girl in a dress? I chose girl. Late that day, while we were cooking a frozen pizza for dinner, a snowplow cleared our street. Afterwards, Amy put on snow boots and gloves, grabbed our snow shovel from the garage, and announced that she would clear a path from our garage to the street. I offered to help. No, she said. I'm stronger than you, and you can't work outdoors in your pretty dress. Stay warm inside and practice your curtsies. I watched through the window as she shoveled, ashamed but secretly pleased that she was doing all the work. She stomped back inside when she finished, huffing and puffing, wiping snow from her boots. I pulled the pizza from the oven, sliced it and brought it to the kitchen table, playing the housewife's role. I changed into Amy's nightgown and slippers again that night. We snuggled under a blanket on the couch and watched an old movie, Enchanted, about a princess who wore even fancier dresses than the one I'd worn all day. I'll bet you wish you could wear dresses like that, Lisa, Amy said. No way. After spending a day in Amy's junior bridesmaid dress, though, I wondered how it would feel to wear Princess Giselle's gown and all its petticoats. That night, Amy let me borrow her nightgown again. In the morning, after a light breakfast, Amy made me put on her underwear, the junior bridesmaid dress and petticoat, and her 2-inch heels again. She gave me a light touch of makeup, brushed out my wig, found me a camel hair coat that Mom hadn't taken to Florida, and took me shopping. Armed with her brand new driver's license, she drove us to the mall, running only one stop sign on the way. She parked far away from the entrance, telling me I needed more practice in the heels. I was mega embarrassed walking through the mall in a dress and girls' shoes, but Mom's coat covered the lace bodice and much of the skirt, so I didn't draw as much attention as I feared. Probably because I looked like a girl, not like a boy in a dress. We started at Dillard's, the department store, where she used Mom's debit card to buy me 2 more pairs of panties, another training bra, a slip, and a long nightgown made of brushed back satin that was silky on the outside and fuzzy on the inside. Then it was time for Frock Farm. She wouldn't let me look at anything but dresses. No trousers, skirts or separates of any type, just dresses. I found one I thought was pretty, a sleeveless, jewel-neck rayon dress in a colorful floral print with a deep blue background. It had a full skirt with a light built-in net petticoat to give it shape. May I please change into this instead of your junior bridesmaid dress? I asked. Go ahead, Amy said. Give me the price tag. I happily took off Amy's dress, petticoat, and lacy ankle socks, and changed into the new dress. Looking at myself in the mirror, I sighed with relief. Instead of looking like a junior bridesmaid, I looked like a nicely dressed normal girl. I no longer drew stares as we left the store, carrying one bag containing my new underwear and a second bag containing Amy's junior bridesmaid dress and petticoat. As we were heading for the exit, disaster struck. We ran into one of Amy's friends, Emily. I kind of had a crush on Emily, though I'd never done anything about it. She was in my English class and hung out with a clique of popular girls. I saw her approach and felt a sense of panic. What would Amy say? Would Emily recognize me? Girl drama. Oh, hi, Emily, Amy said. Hi, Amy, said Emily, exchanging an air kiss with my sister. Who's your friend? This is Lisa, my sister said. Hi, Lisa, Emily said. I like your dress. Amy had told me that girls like to exchange compliments when they met. What could I compliment Emily for? Not the size of her breasts, though they drew my eye. Hi, Emily. I love your nails. Oh, thank you. She held out her hands for me to admire. Her pink fingernail polish was decorated with tiny flowers and hearts. You've been shopping. Just updating Lisa's wardrobe, Amy said. How nice, Emily said. She looked me over. I lowered my eyes, fearful of discovery. Is Lisa a friend or a relative? A cousin, Amy said. There's definitely a family resemblance, Emily said. And wait a minute. Is that Lucas? Is that you? I blushed and looked at Amy, hoping she could somehow rescue me. Yes, isn't he cute? Amy said. I call him Lisa when he's properly dressed. Hi, Lisa, Emily said. You're gorgeous. Do you dress as a girl at home? Before I could deny it, Amy said, she does now. Oh, what fun! I wish I had a brother I could put in dresses. It's great, Amy said. Lisa was kind of a pain as a little brother, but now that she's my little sister, she's so obedient and polite. How nice! Is this a permanent change? No, just this week, until my mom gets back from Florida. Oh, said Emily, sounding disappointed. I've always wanted a boyfriend with a girly side. He could be a boy in public, but in private, I'd love to dress him in frillies and make him, serve me tea, or rub my feet, or brush my hair. Emily's words made my penis stiffen. That sounds lovely, Amy said. Unfortunately, Lisa won't be able to dress up at home once Mom gets back. But she could come to your house. I'm not allowed to have boys in my room, Emily said. What boy? Lisa would look like a girl. Why, so she would, Emily said. She'd pass for sure. But my house is too far from yours for a girl to walk by herself, especially in a pretty dress and heels. I'd be afraid some nasty man would try to molest her. The thought of being handled by a man while dressed like this was disgusting. What would he do to me when he discovered my secret? I could drive her, Amy said. I have my probationary license now, and Mom lets me drive to friends' houses as long as I don't have to get on I-90. There's a bathroom just across the hall from the door to the garage. She could change into her girl clothes in there, slip into the garage, and hop into the car while I keep a lookout for Mom. Oh my God, what was she saying? She wanted me to sneak in and out of the house in a dress so that I could visit her friend and try to fool her mother into believing that I'm a girl? This was crazy. Although I did like Emily. I imagined her leading me into her bedroom. I would see her bed and her closet and her clothes strewn around the room like any teenage girl. A bra hanging over the back of a chair. Panties crumpled on the floor where she stepped out of them. We would kiss and touch each other. We would be girlfriends and do girlish things together. My penis got harder. Fortunately, the skirt of my new dress, with its built-in petticoat, was full enough to hide the bulge in my panties. Well, that sounds like a plan, Emily said. Lisa? Would you like to come over to my house sometime? Could I come over dressed as a boy and change at your house? No. I told you, Emily said. I'm not allowed to have boys in my room. You have to come as a girl. You should do it this week, while school's still out and Mom's still away, Amy said. How about tomorrow? Sounds good to me, Emily said. Now, to be clear, you'll visit me as Lisa, not Lucas. Wearing a dress, makeup, and nail polish. Looking as pretty as possible. Amy, can you lend Lisa some jewelry and style her wig? Glad to, Amy said. I felt like I should object, but I really liked Emily, and I'd never have a better chance to get close to her even if I had to wear a dress. What will we do? I asked her. I can think of all kinds of things, she said. Fashion show. Videos. Makeup. Snacks. I can think of one thing you'd better not do, Amy said. Starts with S and ends with X. I don't know how to play sax. Emily said. But yes, I agree. Nothing below the waist. Does this mean I can't wear socks? I said. That sucks, Emily said, smiling. What time tomorrow? Amy asked. How about 6? Emily said. Lisa and I could have a sleepover. No way. Amy said. My mom would kill me if I let the two of you spend a night in the same bed. You could come, too, Emily said. No thanks, Amy said. I'm not going to stay up all night to chaperone Lisa. How about after lunch, around 1? I could pick her up at 5. Make it noon, and I'll put Lisa in an apron and have her help me make lunch, Emily said. Lovely, Amy said. I'll pick her up at 5, and she can help make dinner at home, too, like a good girl. Oh, Lisa, this will be so much fun. Emily said. She leaned forward and kissed me on the lips. Ta-ta, darlings. I'm off in search of a perfect pair of shoes. She twinkled her fingers at us and walked away. I whispered to Amy, what's going on? You want me to leave the house in a dress? Naturally, you'll want to spend some quality time doing girly things with your new girlfriend, she said. If I had a chastity device, I'd lock you in it. You'd better swear on a stack of Bibles that you'll keep your panties on. You should make her swear, too. To be honest, if she tried to have sex with me, I'm not sure I'd know what to do. Bullshit. It'd come naturally, she said. Well, I promise not to let it happen. Will she kiss me? Almost certainly. Wait for her to take the lead. Not just on kissing. If she kisses you, you may kiss her back. If she, touches your nipple, you may touch hers. But nothing below the waist. Nothing below the waist, I said. All right. Now, let's figure out what you'll wear to Emily's house tomorrow. I only have 2 dresses, the one I'm wearing and your junior bridesmaid's dress, and I'm not going to wear the junior bridesmaid's dress. So I guess I'll wear this one, I said. It might be a bit dressy for just a play date. Let's go home and try some of my older dresses on you. We might find something that fits and is not quite as dressy. Maybe something that makes you look a little younger. She drove us home, took me into her closet, and looked at her dresses, one by one. Oh, yes. I remember this. She pulled out an extremely feminine dress in pink and white gingham. It had a Peter Pan collar, the cutest little ruffled bolero jacket closed by ribbons drawn through a heart-shaped ring, and a box-pleated skirt with tiny gold buttons from collar to hem. Oh, please, no. That'll make me look like a little girl. You're dainty enough to look the part, she said. Let's go for it. She made me change into the pink gingham dress, parted my wig down the center, and used combs and ribbons to tie the hair into pigtails. To finish me off, she clipped pink earrings onto my earlobes, slipped a bracelet of pink beads onto my wrist, and gave me a squirt of flowery scent. In this dress, I looked younger and more feminine than ever. Jailbait for sure. I look like a 10-year-old. Won't Emily's mom think I'm kind of young to be playing with her? She doesn't have a mom, I'm not sure why. She lives with her grandmother, who'll see a girl in a dress. Nothing about you will alarm her. She'll probably think you're a little doll. Amy turned out to be right about that. At noon the next day, she dropped me off at Emily's house. I walked up to the front door, terrified of being exposed as a boy in a dress. Emily opened the door, shrieked with delight at my pink gingham outfit, gave me a hug and kiss, and introduced me as Lisa to her grandmother, whom she called Nana. "Hello, Lisa," Nana said. "Pleased to meet you, ma'am." I dropped a curtsy to make it extremely clear that I was a girl, not a boy. "Aren't you polite?" "How old are you, dear?" she asked. 13, ma'am." As old as that? You look like you're 10. Do you usually play with older girls? She's my age, Nana, Emily said. It's the pigtails. And her dress. She's wearing one of her sister Amy's hand-me-downs. I'll bet Amy did her hair to go with the dress. Isn't she cute? Lisa is just lovely, Nana said. It's a pity more girls today don't dress like she does. Emily, you should follow her example. Emily was wearing a t-shirt that said this is what a feminist looks like over skinny jeans and sneakers. Lisa's a girly girl, and I'm just not. Sorry, Nana. Well, you two have fun, and try not to make too much noise, Nana said. Would you like us to make you lunch, Nana? Emily asked. Why, yes, dear. That would be lovely. Lisa, let's you and me be hostesses, Emily said. She led me into a spacious, well-equipped kitchen. First, let's get you an apron. She opened a drawer and pulled out a white cotton pinafore apron trimmed with lace and decorated with a pretty bow on the bib. She helped me into it and tied the straps in a tight bow behind me. I didn't dare object. We'll make egg salad sandwiches, Emily said. I've never made egg salad. I'll show you how. We boiled and shelled the eggs, diced some celery and pickles, and added mayo, mustard, and some spices Emily chose. I trimmed the crusts off 6 slices of white bread, spread them with egg salad, added lettuce, and cut them diagonally to make pretty little sandwiches. We arrayed the sandwiches on small china plates, added some grapes as a garnish, and served it all with iced tea. Nana was delighted, both with the lunch and with the sight of my apron. Oh, you look so domestic, she said. I wished more girls dressed like you these days. All these yoga pants and leggings so immodest, yet so unfeminine. Emily, fetch my phone, I want to take a picture of Lisa looking so pretty. I didn't want anyone taking pictures of me looking like this, but had to grin and bear it. Can you give me a curtsy, dear? Nana said. Yes, that's it, so cute. She snapped another photo. Thank you, Lisa. Now, you two go have fun in Emily's room. I'm going to take my nap, so be as quiet as little mice, and I'll see you in a few hours. Yes, Nana, Emily said. I followed Emily up the stairs. She grabbed my hand and started to giggle, and we ran to her room. She shut the door behind us, and we both broke into giggles. Take off your apron, Lisa. I want to see your pretty dress. I untied the bow behind me and shrugged off the ruffled shoulder straps. Oh, you are so cute, she said. Would you mind if I kissed you? She was wasting no time. I wouldn't mind. She took my hands in hers, lifted them to her small breasts, leaned over and kissed me. Play with my nipples, Lisa? I couldn't believe my ears. I immediately stiffened in my panties and hoped she wouldn't notice. I touched them through her t-shirt and bra and gave them a gentle squeeze. She gasped, and they erected. I squeezed them harder. She squealed and reached over to squeeze my boyish nipples through my dress, slip, and bra. Oh! It felt good. We played with each other's nipples while kissing each other. I reminded myself of our promise, nothing below the waist. We stopped to catch our breath. Emily asked, "Would you like to see my clothes, Lisa?" "Yes, please." "Okay. This is my panty and bra drawer." I was surprised to see how lacy and frilly her panties and bras were. "Wow, I figured you'd have plain underwear." I don't mind being feminine on the inside. On the outside, though, I don't like wearing anything that would make boys drool over me. You're completely different. You obviously like looking extremely girly, even though you're not really a girl. I wonder why. I'm definitely not trying to make boys drool over me, I said. No boy has ever seen me dressed like this. None? I know how they'd react. They'd be as stiff as I bet you are now. It's none of your business if I'm stiff or not. Nothing below the waist. Well, Lisa, you're cute enough to attract a boyfriend, if you want one. I don't want a boyfriend, I said. I'm not gay. I like girls. Would you like to have a girlfriend? Absolutely. One like me? I caught my breath. I would love to have a girlfriend like you. She leaned over and kissed me. Well, now you do. Oh, Emily. I tried to kiss her back, but she held me off. I have one rule you need to follow, she said. I'm your girlfriend only when you're dressed as a girl. When you're in boys' clothes, there's nothing special between us. When you're in girls' clothes, we're girlfriends, like right now. Understand? I wish you could be my girlfriend even when I'm dressed like a boy. Sorry, no. I'm Lisa's girlfriend, not Lucas. I wasn't wild about this. I wanted her to be my girlfriend at school, not just in secret, but she had a rule. Also, I want to introduce Lisa to some of my friends. Oh, no, please don't. If they guess I'm really Lucas, then they'll know you're Lucas. But they'll know you're also a nice, pretty girl named Lisa, and I'm sure they'll want to play with you when you're her. It'll be like a new version of the game Amy talked about, except that instead of the boy swapping clothes with a girl, the boy and girl both wear girls' clothes, the prettier, the better. You want me to play dress-up games with your friends? The thought was terrifying and exciting. Exactly. We could have a tea party. We could have a sleepover or no, your sister said we can't. A potluck dinner. A picnic. That would be something. All of us at the park, showing off our prettiest dresses to the public. I couldn't. You recognized me when I was dressed. If someone else recognized me, she might tell her mother, who might call my mother, and I'd be in big trouble. Maybe your mom needs to know about you, Lisa. She tweaked my nipple. I gave a tiny yelp and returned the favor. She shivered. Please don't tell her, I said. I don't know what she'd do. I know what we can do, she said. Let's swap dresses. You're not wearing one. I'll choose one of mine for you to wear, and I'll wear yours. She ducked into her closet. I followed to see, and if necessary veto, her choice. You have more dresses than I would have guessed, I said. Mom buys them for me. My aunts buy them for me. I almost never wear them. Look at this one. She pulled a dress off the rack, a gorgeous design for a teenage girl. Sleeveless, with multiple layers of semi-sheer light blue organdy falling to just above the knee. The bodice was covered with a shell of loose lacework that draped down onto the skirt. Here, let me model it for you. She undressed down to her panty and bra and slipped into the dress. I tried not to ogle her in her underwear, and failed. That's so much prettier than my dress. Yes, let's swap, I said. She took off her dress, I took off mine, and we handed them to each other. My dress was a tight fit on her, but I was able to zip her into it, and I had no trouble fitting into her frock. I swirled the skirts around my legs, loving the frisson it gave me. Emily looked incredibly cute in my pink gingham dress with its little bolero, especially after I made her put her hair in pigtails like mine. Oh my God, we are adorable, Emily said. Let's go show Nana. No, I said by reflex, and groped for a reason. She's still taking her nap, right? Oh, right. Well, let's have you try on more of my dresses. We spent hours having me try on the frillier half of her wardrobe. After a while I began to feel strange about how girlishly I was behaving. I wasn't Lucas, I was Lisa, and the thought of having to become Lucas again felt drab and boring. But if I wanted to be Lisa all the time, and I was far, far, far from sure of that. I quailed at the thought of what it would take to make that happen. I would have to tell Mom about everything. I couldn't imagine anything more humiliating. She could be shocked, offended, angry. She might decide to punish me. Odds were that she would sentence me to a lifetime as Lucas. Would that be so bad? I knew how to be Lucas. He wasn't very impressive as a male, but lots of males aren't impressive, and they get by. Being Lucas would be normal. I had all his clothes and knew how to wear them and behave like a boy. No one would make fun of me or harass me or beat me up for being Lucas. But Amy's game had opened up a new world for me. A world of scented skin and nylon undies and dresses and heels, so much more fun than male clothing, and so much sexier, especially if it meant I could kiss a girl and play with her nipples. Mom would be back Sunday morning. By then I had to be Lucas again, and I would have to decide what to do. Talk to her? Talk to Amy? Forget the whole thing, and accept that I was a regular boy, and forget about dressing up, and lose Emily as a girlfriend? I decided to talk to Amy. Emily heard Nana get up from her nap, so we changed back into our original outfits and put away all the things we'd pulled out of Emily's closet and drawers. Was this fun for you, Lisa? She asked. Yes, but it's all been so strange. Somehow Amy got me dressed as a girl, which I should have hated but didn't. She embarrassed me to death by exposing me to you. You encouraged me to dress up even more, and I didn't mind, though I should. What's wrong with me? The more time I spend as a girl, the more I like it. That's good, Lisa. It's great to be a girl. It's more complicated than being a boy, but you'll have more friends and frenemies and drama, and you'll share more secrets than boys do. You'll see. When her room looked less like an explosion in a teen boutique, we went downstairs to visit with her Nana. Hi, Nana, Emily said. Did you sleep well? Very well, Nana said. Were you good girls up there? Oh, yes, Nana. Extremely good girls. I really like Lisa. May I invite her over again? Of course, dear, her grandmother said. I wondered what the story was about her mother, but hadn't dared to ask. The good news was that Emily and I could get together again. Until Mom came back. Then what? Amy picked me up and drove me home at rush hour. I hated it when traffic slowed down and people in the cars next to us could see me. I didn't want to be seen in public. So how was your visit, Lisa? Good. We got closer, swapped dresses, nothing below the waist. Oh. I want to hear all the details when we get home. But first, we need to talk about what you want to happen when Mom gets back. Ugh. The thing I didn't want to talk about, because I didn't know what I wanted. I guess I'll have to change back into boys' clothes. Boring t-shirts and jeans, she said. And scratchy underwear, I said. Oh. You've grown to appreciate women's underwear? Softer, silkier, prettier? It's more comfortable, I admitted. Except bras on people who don't need them. What if Mom wasn't coming back for another week? Would you stay dressed up? How can I? School starts Monday. What if Mom let you dress as a girl at home? Don't be ridiculous, I said. Why would she do that? I don't know. Maybe she will. You'll have to ask. No way. I guess I'll just go back to being a boy. What if I talk to her first, she said. And say what? That while she was away, we switched clothes for fun and discovered that you like wearing girls' clothes. That you want to start wearing girls' clothes all the time, including school. That you want to become Lisa. And that you have a girlfriend, Emily. Oh my God, no. You can't tell her that. I don't want to go that far. Maybe you and I could sometimes play, Amy's game when Mom's not around? I think Mom should know about you, my sister said. I think she'd be amazed at how pretty Lisa is. No. I don't want her to know how pretty Lisa is. I'm not sure I want to be pretty. Oh, you want to be as pretty as possible. Every girl wants to be as pretty as possible. Otherwise, why would we go to all the bother with hair and makeup and clothes? I don't want to be a girl. I said. I just want to dress up sometimes. The question is, how will Mom react when she finds out about you? When, not if. I sighed. Yeah. On Saturday afternoon, half a day before Mom was due to return, I was vacuuming the living room in Amy's junior bridesmaid's dress, which I was willing to wear at home but nowhere else. I heard a key in the front door. I turned to see Mom walk in. Oh, no. She was back early, and I was dressed as Lisa. Hi, Amy. You're not Amy. Lucas? Lucas! What on earth are you doing in Amy's dress? Sick with fear and humiliation, I turned off the vacuum. What could I possibly say? Mom. You're home early. I caught a better flight and decided to give you a surprise. But you just gave me a bigger one. Why are you dressed that way? Amy and I were playing a game. What kind of game? We switched places. Amy, who must have heard Mom's voice, clattered down the stairs. Mom. You're back. Yes, to find Lucas doing housework in your fanciest dress. I left you in charge. What's going on? Well, after you left, we were just fooling around, and we, decided to swap clothes. Was this your idea? I guess it kind of was. Was Lucas in favor of this? No. I said. But she said I had to. Can I go get changed? No, not until I understand what's going on. Mom turned to Amy. So your game consisted of you making Lucas dress up as a girl? Not just that, Amy said. I dressed up as him, too. That's different, Mom said. Women can wear men's stuff, but men don't wear women's stuff. At least, not very many men do. Lucas is different, Amy said. He's cute as a girl. I call him Lisa when he's dressed up. Lucas, do you like wearing girls' clothes? Mom asked. I guess I do, sort of, I said. Why didn't you ever tell me? I wish I'd known. I never did it until this week, I said. Amy talked me into it. Did you, Amy? Yeah, I guess so. We were going to stop tonight. You weren't supposed to know. Well, I do now, Mom said. And now that I've had a moment to get over the surprise, well, it's not the end of the world. It's my fault, Mom, Amy said. We were playing a stupid game I made up just to embarrass him. You said you changed clothes with him, Mom said. Were either of you naked during this? No, Mom. Amy lied. She'd seen me naked, but only for a moment, and I think we were equally embarrassed. I certainly wasn't about to contradict her. Did you touch each other? Mom asked. No. Nothing like that. Come on, Mom. You have to trust us. I hope I can. So, is that all you two did while I was away? Well, Amy said. There's also Emily. Arg. Why did she have to mention Emily? Who's Emily? A friend of mine. And Lucas' new girlfriend. Lucas has a girlfriend? Well, only when he's Lisa. Who named him Lisa? I did. So, someone outside the family knows that Lucas has been wearing girls' clothes? Yes, but... And does she use social media? Yeah, I'm friends with her on. And what if she decides to tell all her friends about her new girlfriend, Lisa, and who Lisa really is? She would never do that. No? You think girls never overshare secrets? Has anyone taken photos or video of Lisa? Not that oh, wait, yes. Emily's grandmother did. 2 pictures. And I bet she shared them with Emily, Mom said. I want you to contact Emily today and tell her that she and her grandmother need to delete every copy of those photos. Tell her I don't want any photos of my children on the internet. Ask if they've shared them with anyone else. Okay, Mom, I will. Sorry. Now, Lucas, what are we going to do with you? I don't know, Mom. Was this past week really the first time you dressed as a girl? Yeah. This is very sudden. Do you want to keep doing it? Well, it gives me something in common with Amy and Emily. And I like the feeling. The feeling of the clothes? Yes. Well, I can understand that, she said. I like the feeling of women's clothes, too. It's socially acceptable for females to wear them. But it's not socially acceptable for males to wear them. People are less offended by gays than they used to be, but a lot of them will still laugh at a man in a dress or want to beat him up. I know, Mom. Do you feel a strong urge to wear girls' clothes? The longer I wear them, the more I like them. They're more exciting than boys' clothes, and more fun. Could you stop dressing up? Forget about this week, and just wear boys' clothes from now on? Well, there's Emily. Ah, yes. Your new girlfriend, but only when you're dressed as a girl. How much do you like Emily? I totally crush on her at school, but she doesn't know, or at least I didn't think so. But when she saw me as Lisa, she hit on me right away. And I imagine you like the idea of having a girl hit on you? Yeah, definitely. I really like her. Like, or like. Maybe like. So, the ideal solution, from your point of view, would be what? Do you want to wear girls' clothing at home? I blushed. It would make me happy. Especially if Emily could come over here instead of me going there. Do you still want to dress up at Emily's house? It's the only way I can visit her. She's not allowed to have a boy in her room. Her Nana thinks I'm a girl. Really? Congratulations. You're quite convincing, I must say. I blushed. Thank you. Amy chimed in. Emily thinks Lisa is gorgeous. Let's all have a cup of tea, Mom said. I need to think. We went into the kitchen, where Amy and I took seats around the table. Mom boiled water in a tea kettle, filled the teapot, put in 3 bags of Twining's English breakfast tea, let them steep for a few minutes, and poured us each a mug. She sat and took a sip. All right, I'll tell you what I think, and then you tell me what you think. Amy, you, too. Okay, Mom. Lucas, I'm not going to make you stop wearing girls' clothes. If I do, it'll probably just make it more attractive to you. I felt a mental weight lift. Thank you, Mom. Here at home, you may wear girls' clothes on days we're not expecting company. If anyone knocks at the door, you'll go to your room. If it's Emily, I'll send her upstairs. If it's someone else, you'll stay in your room or change into boys' clothes before coming downstairs. Wow. She was going to let me dress up at home. Okay. Outside this house, you'll remain a boy. You'll wear boys' clothes to school or anywhere else you go in public. Fine with me. I wasn't ready to come out as trans whatever, and could too easily imagine what would happen if I wore a dress to school. Okay. You won't post or share photos, videos, or anything else on social media that shows you dressed as a girl. Social media are forever. You don't want a future boss or bride, or anyone else in the world to see pictures of you that you might find embarrassing when you're older. Annoying! She kept making me agree to things that made perfect sense when I thought about them. It was almost as if she was older than me and knew more about life, the universe, and everything. Yes, Mom. Now, about Emily. Amy, if you can convince me that Emily and her grandmother have deleted every copy of the photos they took, I'll let Lucas see Emily at her house, not just here. For privacy reasons, Emily and her grandmother must promise not to take any more photos of Lisa. I'll tell them not to, Amy said. Where does Emily live? Amy told her. That's too far for Lisa to walk, so you'll have to drive her back and forth, which means she can't go to Emily's when I'm using the car. Lucas can change into Lisa before getting into the car. Will that work? I think so, Amy said. If you're not convinced they've deleted the photos, I can't let Lisa visit Emily. I trust you to be honest about this. I will, Mom. Can Emily have other guests when Lisa visits? You mean a crowd of other girls? No, not if he's dressed as Lisa. Too many cell phones, too many people we don't know. I spoke up. Emily did say she wanted me to meet some of her friends. Sorry, not if you're dressed, not at this point. I don't want you leaving Emily's house to go somewhere else either. If you want anyone but Emily to see you as a girl, invite them here so I can meet them. Can you live with this, Lucas? Lisa? Sure, Mom. I mean, I don't have any choice. She gave me a look. Of course you do. Think about your future. You can decide to forget this week, be a typical boy and grow up to be a typical man. Or you can decide you want to grow up as a woman, which would mean enormous changes in your life. Or you can accept my advice and live as a man in public while dressing as you like in private and keeping it private. Mom, said Amy. What if you didn't make all these rules and restrictions? Shouldn't Lucas be free to just be Lisa if he wants? If he's a crossdresser or whatever, who are you to tell him how to live his life? My mother drew herself up and looked down at us. I'm Lucas' mother, his only legal parent. Until he's 18, I have every right to tell him how to live his life. I have to balance his present happiness against his future happiness. Lucas is not mature enough yet to make important decisions about his future. If he wants to live part or all of his life as Lisa, he'll face social disapproval. It could affect his future friendships, career, and personal relationships. Maybe that's unfair, but it's the world we live in. She laid her hands on my shoulders and gave me a kiss on the forehead. Lucas, at this point in your life, you would be wise to keep your interest in crossdressing private. The two of you, me, Emily, they're the only people who need to know about this now. Things may change in the future, but for now, let's limit Lisa's world to this house, Emily's house, if she can be trusted, and our car, with Amy as chauffeur. Lucas, Lisa, can you accept this? I thought about this. It would be way safer to wear boys' clothes at school, or hanging out with friends, or when Mom took us out to dinner or somewhere. If I could dress up at home, I could invite Emily to our house, and she would be my girlfriend. I liked the idea of having her as a girlfriend even more than the idea of dressing up for her. I took a deep breath. Yes, please. Thank you, Mom. It's more than I expected. Amy, are you good with this? Yes. I don't mind being a chauffeur in the name of true love. Wonderful, said Mom. I broke into tears. Thanks, Mom. I love you. She enfolded me in a hug. I love you, too. I hugged her back. She let me go. Now, Lisa, she said, I want you to take me upstairs and show me all your feminine things, your clothes, your shoes, your accessories, your makeup, your beauty supplies, everything. We need to make a shopping list. If I'm gaining a part-time daughter, I want her to be gorgeous.